War, what is it good for? Welcome, everybody, to the stock market of today. We had a nasty day due to mainly the Israel versus Iran tensions. There were some bombs, there were some missiles, there were some drones, and then nothing really happened after that. So we'll see what goes on tonight, but that put a little bit of a spook in the market. And frankly, it just looks like maybe the market was looking for a reason to sell. You know, one thing that we have been talking about for the last couple of days, including the pre-market show, was that the price action had been very weak for quite a bit of time. So that meaning that the longer term charts were looking great, but the price action individually was very strange of recent. And what I mean by that is that we were fading off like these kind of morning strength, like day after day, right? Gap up, fade the whole gap. Like that's not something that's like, you know, very all-time highsy kind of action. You know, we'd pop up and we'd fade off. And we gapped up here and then we faded off, right? And the dips are getting bought too. And that's what's a little bit confusing. But we were like fading off on spikes like every day. And it's been happening for a while. And so the market was probably looking for an excuse to sell off anyways. That's what usually happens when you get that kind of change in character in the, you know, small time price action. And then, you know, when you're looking for an excuse to sell, then, you know, of course, the tensions in the Middle East also can, right? Just they turn the algos on. And you see this, like the drops when we drop, like they come in so hard, so fast. And then the same thing when we start the bottom and stuff, like the volatility is increased. And it's a very typical fall thing and also a geopolitical thing. Where we go next, is this a one-off thing or not? We don't know. What we do know is that, you know, our trends are still higher, but we have some, you know, red flags that are happening, including, you know, a failure of the flag on the S&P 500. Now we're still over the all-time highs, and so I think as long as that holds, then we have to, you know, give the benefit of the doubt to the bulls. But look, if we knife under this tomorrow and we start kind of getting into this 50-day moving average or something like that, then all of a sudden, you know, maybe we've got to look at this and say like, wow, we've been in a big kind of cluster of a range for a period of time. So we do need to hold this breakout, and we very well might. You know, we need to hold this breakout. We very well might. In the end, we lost about 2% at one point. We bounced a little bit. Yeah, got half of it back, and then we faded off a little bit. Where this all goes, nobody really knows. It's a good time to just protect your capital, tighten up your stop losses. There's failed breakouts galore today, right? Apple had a beautiful looking breakout and it failed, right? And you're seeing a lot of these kind of moves here that were happening. And so you want to just kind of chill. And then, you know, beyond that, if you see like kind of what happened with the semis and stuff like that too, and there's like a little bit of a shipping strike and all this kind of stuff weighing on it. But right, NVIDIA had this nice remount pattern and then it got dusted off too. And, you know, just dropped about $10 in the last couple of days. And we're, you know, it's just in a big long sausage party, basically in NVIDIA, right? This is the sausage party, right? When you're in this big of a range. So there's weakness across the board. But that doesn't mean there's not some things to play. China's still hot. They surprised me today. I thought maybe we'd. Yesterday was the easy short. I thought maybe today we could get, if we saw an entry, a secondary, you know, maybe rollover, and we did not. They trended up the whole day with big range, guys. I mean, that's good God-fearing Christian range right there, right? 106 to 112. And it was across the board. Billy, look at this. I mean, that's a 20% move. 20% move. That's incredible, guys, right? I mean, that's just incredible. It really is. And so you have to respect it. Do I think that there's shorts? Yes. Will there be shorts tomorrow? Unless we got maybe a blow off with like a huge gap again. I wouldn't try it. Today, see, the gap was just a little bit weak, and so I want exhaustion gaps. Like, see, yesterday, like when you gap up like this, then it's a lot easier of a setup. You know, today with the kind of flat open, it could have went either way, but, you know, it held at the EMAs, and then it just ripped. And so what are you going to do, right? Beyond China's defense was really cooking. Rayathon, Jeez, Katos, right? Katos, 24 flag break. Be just fantastic. Something for tomorrow on a week open, maybe. AVAB, this is a little bit of a swing trade, I think, but it trades a little bit thin, but really just a fantastic. I mean, that's just a fantastic look, right? So you got all these kind of things that are holding, that are still going, and we've got some action on them, right? Oil stocks were also pulling up. Raytheon was also. We got a breakout here. They all are, right? Military industrial complex for the win, right? For the win. These guys are making money hand over fist, and they all look fantastic. We might as well participate for a little bit. So I would add Raytheon because it's got a lot of liquidity, 7 million shares. I definitely add in Katos. It's got less liquidity, but a little bit more range. AVAV is they're a drone company, military drones, and they also do some kind of autonomous robotic thingamajiggies. Dude, it's got a big breakout setting up here at 222. Keep them all. Beyond this, I think we should have a couple oil companies in case things get real saucy. So I added in personally to the watch list APA. You got a W bottom here on that's not bad, right? W bottom on that one. I think you could even do maybe Oxy. Beyond that, though, look, these nuclears, the nukes, look fantastic. I got an 885 trigger, 875 to 885 trigger on Oklo. VST broke its flag today. Dude, this CEG, man, that's a beauty right there. I mean, that's hotter than a goose's caboose right there. Like, this is... right? This is your classic quintessential high-tight flag from the old school textbooks. NRG also, right? Flagging. So it did a flat top breakout, pushed through, and now you've got this like sideways consolidation. Dude, I mean, it's a buenos, it's a muchos and a buenos all at once. CART. This is not in these sectors in terms of nuclear or the war machine or oil machine. But this is one to just keep an eye on. IPOs have been hot all year, but you've got a 42 breakout on here that's coming up. And if it can kind of come out of this range right here, it's going to rip through 42. Held up pretty well today. If I get an entry on this, I'll probably take this for a swing trade. I love the overall look of it. Dude, it's good. And then, you know what? This SC is also a big base breakout. This is probably one of the longer bases you'll see out of like the kind of major stocks, right? You got the old hockey stick coming out, and it's just starting to kind of perk up through it. We had its first consolidation, and now you're starting to break through. I think any weakness on this one, we smacked down at the open. I'm coming in hot on this one. I really like the name. So, guys, moral of the story. We've got some nukes. NNE, beautiful, right? Oklo, VST, CEG, NRG. Then we have even a couple earnings plays we could do. Unify had a really nice push. Actually, the range was pretty good. $2 pop over there. Good volume. Arco had earnings out too. This is a bottoming pattern on this. Both look fantastic. Keep a couple oils too, right? Oxy. You could do APA. If you really are feeling rowdy, you could take a bath in like some Indo or something. Now, this is a pump and dump. Obviously, it'll spike up and go back down. That's what it does. But for one night, one day, it tends to move okay. And then, look, the Chinese stocks, you got to just keep them on your watch list because they had bullish engulfing candles today, which is bullish, right? Like, I think something like a PDD, look at this beauty, right? This is like your classic trend trading, right? Dip down, boom, dip down, boom, dip down, boom. Like, you got it all on that bad boy. Love the overall look. Bullish engulfing candles. Yeah, will they be shorts again soon? Probably, if they have a huge gap up. But in absence of that, like say you get a flat open or something like that, most likely they get bought up. Good. Now, my friends, I had to start a new YouTube channel because I think my other one got shadow banned. So if you don't mind, just throw a like and maybe a little comment on how handsome I am. That would be grateful and a big help. I love you guys. Take care. Peace.